This week we want to talk about Israel, Hamas, and/or Palestinians and Gaza problem. What's going on? What the parties have been doing, and what's going to happen not in only a couple of months' time, but in long term. We want to discuss this. So without further ado, let's start now. We know that Hamas have brutally attacked people in Israel, killed without seeking the identity, either they are from Israel or any part, and they really did a crime against the humanity. On the other hand, the Israeli army have defended. They pushed back the advancement of the Hamas group in Israel, and they put back them to Gaza region. Meanwhile, they also entered and killed innocent, especially women and children. So really, that's a crime to humanity. Now, these two things and what the Israelis have been doing doesn't justify their killings and murders on the Palestinians, to be honest. And this should be noted, and it has been noted by at least by the Muslim countries, because there is something that we should not be forgetting. Now, China has been putting a brutal, I will say, pressure on the Uyghur Turks in China. And we know that they're in detentions centers over there, trying to change their religious identity. We remember the Serbia issue by NATO. The NATO just oversee, and they neglected the actions murders taken by that at that time by Serbia, and they killed thousands of Bosnians because of their Muslim identity. And today the Gazas from the Palestinians from Gaza are now, I would say, ethnic cleansing, to be honest, are taken out of Gaza region. And if you collect all these things from the eyes of the Muslims, it becomes a great problem. And it will be a great problem by time, that's for sure. At this moment, Europe is paying a lot to Arabian or Muslim leaders. That's for sure. America is doing the same. So they are not really opposing greatly all these things. It's really smooth statements by them, by business deals and other things ongoing. Especially they catch, or they caught the Saudi administration on their foot, our balls, let's say, and because America is moving out from the Middle East, and who can help them in terms of military equipment is only Israel, if they want to catch up the latest modern military equipment against Iran. So they trust them. So Egypt needs US money, otherwise they will be cut. Whenever you think all these things, the Muslim states' statements or reactions against the Israeli, I would say, murders will be only calm, soft. You know, they try to only extinguish the fire, just not the cause of the fire. Now, if you look at from the Israeli statements, we all know that they are all saying, from the Gazeta we are reading, Israel Times, Tel Aviv Times, all these things, Gazeta and newspapers, that this is the land of the Israelis, provided by or given by God. And they all justify their murders not only to defend themselves as human, but also as their duties to God or whatever. So this even will in future accelerate the things, because if it is only God, then the God has already also, according to the book, given the land of the Egypt, Jordan, even the part of Turkey, Syria, mostly Iraq, a little bit from Iran, a little bit also from Saudis, also to them. So it means that if they are stating these kind of statements seriously, it means that the next step will be Jordan, because it's the smallest one, so on and so forth. So all these things are a great problem. Now, President Erdogan was in Germany, and he was saying that we have no debts to Israelis because of the Holocaust. It was a real a message to the German Chancellor and Schroeder. But the problem there is still Erdogan's reaction is also soft, and all the Muslims reaction soft. Because we need, and everybody needs something from either US and EU and like a military and technology for industrial reasons. So without, if they need this dependently and if they need this a lot, it means that they cannot take a reaction or a stance against Israel. So these things will continue, okay? So either they will be all cleaned from, I will say, Gaza or not is just, I don't think so everybody, but mostly some, at least half will be again removed, let's say, from Gaza region. Now, because of the Israelis' statements and religious statements, that's the most important thing. Defending itself is okay, I respect that and I understand, because Hamas is a terror group at the end of the day. And they killed a lot of people, including Israelis and other international people from elsewhere, even Japan, Turkey, France, England, you know. And it has to be solved. And Hamas, we all know, it means Iran. So I respect that. However, killing another 10,000 people to defend itself, innocent people, I mean, really, it is not justifiable. Iran is the main problem, but they are taking all the revenge from the Gazas or Palestinians. You know, it's a little bit really, it's a little bit big problem. So, because the Israelis have these religious, I would say, statements, I will only consider that this will be a main problem in future, especially 10 to 15 years time. How Turkey, because we are covering mostly around Turkey, how it will affect Turkey, I think it will affect Turkey regardless Erdogan is there or anyone from conservatives to left parties, this parties, that parties, because it's not the problem of Hamas terror group, this and that. It's the problem of Israelis' religious statements, beliefs that these lands are given them by God. And there is right. So they are justifying their murders and killings based on that. And as long as it is, we are going means like thousands years before, and we will start all these things, all these shits again, because everybody will start that they have this, they have that, so on and so forth. So that's the problem. That's the problem, and that's why Turkey is not going to be soft. I think things are going to get even intensified in future. And as long if Turkey is going to keep up like this and it's going to be more and more independent, especially in terms of military equipment, I believe that in future there might be a problem between Israel and Turkey. And unless they find a common ground to mutually respect their own interests, that might be even a military conflict, especially on naval base, because Israel is not very strong there. And Turkey can take the advantages. So let's see what will happen, but I am not predicting really nice stories about 10 to 20 years time for Middle East anymore, because of especially Israel's religious notes, beliefs. They try to justify themselves. Doesn't make them better than Bin Laden, who was also saying that he's fighting for the name of the God and so on and so forth. It makes them both same at the end, because their roots is coming from religious beliefs. That's the problem. Let's see what will happen. Have a nice day and keep in touch. Bye.